Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Matt, and I just wanted to make this quick video because I was coaching somebody on Shopify, and I kind of wanted to give this is probably the number one thing that you need to know to be successful on Shopify and in any business. But this is a mistake that I see a lot of people making. When you're on Shopify and you're selling a product or service, make sure you focus on the benefits that product or service, what benefits it gives the customer. Most people focus on the features and not the benefits. So if you can find a problem that your product is solving, focus on the problem that it's solving, not the product. Don't talk about how high quality the product is. Don't talk about how hundreds of other people are using it and you should too. No, forget all that. Just focus on the problem it's solving for the customer. What's it doing for them? Focus on features, or focus on benefits and not features. A really famous example of this is Apple. This is why you may or may not like Apple, but this is why they're the #1 technology company in the world, is because, I don't know about now, but in the past, they've always focused on the benefits that it brought to the customer, not the features. When they launched the iPod in 2001, there was already MP3 players on the market, right? And they've been around for, I think, a year or 2 years or something before the iPod, but nobody had one, right? And what happened was, everyone else that had an MP3 player that was making them, companies like Creative and stuff like that, they were marketing a 4 gigabyte MP3 player. And no one really saw the value in that. They're like, I have CDs, I like collecting this stuff. They didn't really see the value in that. And it wasn't until Apple started marketing the benefits it brought to the customer that they became on top of all the other ones. So what they did was, instead of marketing they didn't say they have a 4 gigabyte MP3 player. They said it's 1,000 songs in your pocket. That's the benefit it was bringing to the customer. It wasn't the feature of the product. So when you're selling something on Shopify, make sure you're focusing on the benefit that it brings to the customer. Focus on the pain points. Focus on the things, the problems that it will solve for them. So that's why I'm a big believer in, a lot of people jump on these trendy products, which is really cool. And you can make a lot of money doing that. But the problem with that is they're not long-term, and you have to get really good at hunting down these trendy products. And you can make a lot of money doing that. But if you just focus on a product that brings value to someone, that solves somebody's problem, it's not going to be as trendy. Sure, it may go up and down still, but it'll be a lot more solid, like long-term product. For example, if you find a product that focuses on something like weight loss or pain relief, or maybe helps people keep, more organized or something like that. Just figure out something that can solve a problem, market the problem it's solving, the benefits it brings to the customer, focus on that, put it in all your copy, and you should be golden. So that's the #1 thing I've noticed a lot of people don't seem to do, and actually a lot of people don't seem to teach that as well. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Keep your customer in mind. I mean, these are people you're talking to, and people, they want to know what your product will do for them, not how good the product is, or not what it does for other people or whatever. What does it do for them? Focus on them. Talk about the value it brings. Talk about the benefits it brings, and this should really help you succeed in Shopify, and actually in all businesses, whether you're selling a product or service. That's the #1 golden rule. Focus on what it's doing for your customer. Sorry guys, I just want to add one more thing to focusing on the benefits rather than the features. A benefit doesn't always have to be something so obvious as well. Like, for example, what benefit, because every product that sells, every company that's successful in the world sells benefits. They may not realize it or not, but it's the reason people are buying, is because for some reason they want that product to solve some sort of problem in their life. So when you think about companies like Rolex and luxury cars like, Audi and Lamborghini or whatever, what benefits do those bring? Because technically speaking, a Rolex is just a watch. It tells time, right? You could get that with anything. So why do people spend, $20, $30, $40,000 on a Rolex? And why do people spend, $100,000+ on a car that essentially does the same thing? It just gets them from point A to point B, right? Why do people buy that? Well, there's still a benefit to it that it's bringing to people, and that's a feeling it gives them. It's not necessarily something that's tangible, although tangible things are easier to find benefits for. But if you're trying to build a brand, you have to focus on the benefit of the feeling it brings people. So you have to really make them feel like, yeah, you're a part of a very small community that loves these things, like, so that's the feeling that like luxury things give you. It's still a benefit to the customer, but it's not something so obvious. It's more of the feeling it gives them. So in that case, when you're selling it, you have to focus on the feeling. So like, if you're selling luxury baby towels or something, just be like, be the classiest mom on the block, right? Play to the benefits. So always talk about what the product is doing for somebody, whether it's a tangible benefit or not. So, all right, that's it, guys. I'm done.